Okay, this is going to be the disassembly of AK-47. It's kind of like a field strip, plus furniture and stuff, trigger group and hammer. And I know it's not a true AK-47, it's a variant, it's not fully automatic. For this video purpose, we're going to call it an AK-47 or an AK. So, before you comment on that. It's been safety checked, no ammo on the table as always. So we're going to go ahead and rag it back. Don't pull your trigger. And just go ahead and put it on fire. Off safe. We'll go ahead and take off the receiver cover now. Remove the receiver cover. Just push in the recoil spring assembly button right there. And you're going to lift the receiver cover straight up and out. Okay, to get our recoil spring assembly out, we're just going to push that same button. So you just push it in and lift it up and then back. There's your recoil spring assembly. Next, we'll take our bolt carrier group out with the piston. Just grab the charging handle and just pull it straight back. Get to the rear, just lift it straight out, up and back. Get your gas piston out of there. That's pretty much a field strip right there. Now to remove your bolt, you're just going to rotate it till that lug right there comes out of its recess and just pull it straight out. We'll go ahead and take our gas tube off now. Move the camera. You're just going to lift this lever. Some of them might be pretty hard. You might have to get a rubber mallet or something. Pliers with a rag wrap around or something. You're just going to rotate it up. And you might have to find the sweet spot. So just wiggle it around a little bit. I got this one first time. Just lift it straight up. If you want to take your furniture off of this, you're just going to get an adjustable wrench on there, crescent wrench, whatever you want to call it, and just rotate it either way, 180 degrees, and your furniture should come off. We'll go ahead and remove the forward furniture now. These are sometimes tight too. So just take that lever right there and just flip it up and all the way forward. And just slide that mount forward. And then just kind of wiggle your furniture forward. It should pop out. Like I said, it might be tough to get. Okay, next we'll do our trigger assembly and our hammer. There's only 2 pins holding it in, and that's kind of a spring retainer for the pins. This is what you're gonna want to do if you want to smooth out your action and such. A lot of people sand the rails will follow the hammer down because, like when you take your charging handle back, if you ride it forward, it could get stuck. Functions fine if you just let it go like it's supposed to, but some people will kind of hammer people and tell them, just shoot a couple thousand rounds to it, that'll smooth it out. But it's your firearm, you do what you want to do. Maybe when you want to break it in with the 2,000 rounds, you want smooth action. So do what you do. But anyway, we'll go ahead and take this out. Go ahead and release your hammer. So don't let it slam forward. Ride it forward with your finger. Pull your trigger and just ride it forward. You don't want it to slap against that cross bolt. Now we'll take the spring pressure off. Just grab something with like a hook on or something. A screwdriver will work too. Let me move the camera in so you can get a better view. I guess I could have edited that part out moving, but anyway, these springs right here, just gonna lift them straight up. So I was kind of laying on a trigger assembly, just gonna lift them up. We'll zoom out so we can see where we put them. Be careful, these things can slap you pretty good. Just put them around your hammer. And like I said, they can slide off there pretty easily. You can wrap a rubber band or something around there. Actually, I can't remember the guy's channel name, but he uses a 12 gauge shotgun shell, which I should have done here. I did on the reassembly, but it works really well. And I cannot remember the name of that channel. I was looking for a aftermarket trigger review, and I saw it. Okay, next to our safety, just bring it all the way up till it's kind of pointed straight up in the air, and just slide it out. Okay, that spring right there, that's what's keeping our trigger and hammer pins in. It's kind of the same concept of an AR. This is like a shepherd hook one, it's called. And for some reason I lost the video didn't import of me taking this off, so it's kind of off camera. Well, it is off camera. But it goes underneath the trigger pin, and there's like a shepherd hooks on the end of this that hooks into the hammer pin. So I got it out. That's what it looks like. That's the way it goes in. That hooks can go around your hammer pin, and the other end, the left side you're looking at, is going to go underneath the trigger pin. And they make it some pretty good aftermarket ones too. A lot simpler design. So now we're just going to go right to left for the hammer pin. Use a brass punch or a nylon punch. Worry about marring up anything. Just rotate your hammer 90 degrees and lift it out. We'll go ahead and take the spring tension off this now. And we'll go ahead and take the spring off too. Just in case you're replacing these parts, you'll know how to put it back together. And our trigger pin, same, right to left. Now if you have a Capco trigger, it should come apart in one assembly. It's got like a sleeve in there that holds it all together. It's actually a pretty nice setup. This obviously isn't one of those. Just lift your trigger assembly straight out and everything else that kind of flew around in there. If you want to remove your furniture, your buttstock, it's just going to be those two screws on the top right there. And once you get them out, most likely you're going to have to bang off that that furniture with a rubber mallet or something, because it's going to be in there pretty tight. Kind of like our Ford furniture was. Now our pistol grip, it's one screw that goes up from the bottom of it. You're just going to unscrew it. And that's pretty much it. That's about as far as we're going to go on this. And like I said, you can buy a pretty good kit that's a lot better than these shepherd hooks if you want to get that. They're easier and better.